upset the romance readers.
Yeah, just don't. There's nobody angrier because their expectations are, I would say, the firmest about what they want from those genres. And that has to do with churn and predictability and rapidity and quantity. And also they tend to be a lot more what we would call whale readers in romance than any other genre. So people who read 300 books a year kind of deal. So yeah, there's all that sort of stuff when it comes time to marketing. But I mean, I do believe you should absolutely, especially if you're early on in your career, write the book that you need to write to get it out of your system. But just realize that might be one of the 10,000 words that you're going to have to like put to bed for a while, write a couple more books, come back to see if it's marketable. Because often, our first couple of books are sort of processing what it is we like. And so we don't know the direction that it's going as yet, or we're not really confident in our own voices as authors and what chassis like we really gravitate to and enjoy, or what foundation. And so early books often are writers, figuring all this stuff out.
Yeah, and it's okay to take the time to figure that stuff out and find the tropes that you enjoy and that your readers enjoy, and also that you can subvert in a way that works, because that is possible.
And also your own voice. I mean, I talk about this quite a bit, but I wrote, unlike you, I really love world building. Again, I come out of archaeology, so I love like the complexities of culture in particular, and material culture and all of these sorts of things. So I would write these just crazy epic fantasies full of all of this world building and culture conflict and totally unsellable. Like I go back now and I'm like, what was I thinking? And it just took me writing a bunch of short stories and writing a bunch of other stuff to realize that like the voice that I did that was commercially viable, but also that people really liked reading me is casual, is the sort of casual, humorous, off the cuff style of writing, which I also like I said, all of my books are found families. Most of my books are also comedies of manners in some form or another, because again, I like the comedy that comes out of conflict between character or culture. And that permeates all of my books. It took me a while to figure out that that's what people wanted me to write and what they wanted to read from me in my tonality. That's actually one of the reasons I ended up indie publishing The Heroine's Journey, is because I wanted to write that book also in that tone of voice, just to make it more accessible and easier for people to digest. I could very well have written it as extremely dry academic text. I do have that training. And I did talk actually with my agent about pitching it to a nonfiction house. And in the end, I decided that like my goal with this book is materially different from my goal with my fiction, which is this book, the nonfiction one, I just wanted to get the information out into the world, which is why I'm talking to you. The fiction is my career, so I need to make a profit off of that. But the nonfiction, I was like, no, this is just information needs to get out there. And under those circumstances, having a traditional publisher would have actually stymied that. And so I both wrote it and published it with an idea towards accessibility more than anything else.
I really loved the writing style about it, because that's what made me keep going, because I was having a bit of a fibromyalgia flare up when I was reading it. And even though it was a nonfiction, it wasn't one where I felt like I had to take long breaks from it because it was written really academically. My brain wasn't switching off. My brain was going, no, I need to go back to this book. And then I was like, and I was like quoting it to my friends saying, oh my God, this all makes sense now. This is why we like this. And then it's like, I'm trying to work here. Can you like go away? I was just throwing information at them.
Yay, that's so great.